The sauce market. Early to bed, early to rise. And remember, the Ketchup Man does not give financial advice. Hello, Brandon Eccles here, and this is the sauce market. Real quick, I'm going to throw out some tickers and what we got going on. I am currently in or getting in this week and going into the weekend. Going into the weekend, I bought and sold a lot of stuff and rebought and resold a lot of stuff. So, to be clear, SBFM is a major player right now. I mean, I sat as a bag holder for so long. I think a lot of us did. But yeah, SBFM is a major player right now. And it's spiking hard. So I'm in 300 shares right now. I sold a bunch of shares yesterday at a big spike. And then before close, it dipped and I'd bought a bunch. And now it's already spiking up again today. So it's going good. SBFM, DRRX, Direct. I don't think I've done a video on that one yet. But Direct is basically a stock for day trading and swing trading it, depending on what you're comfortable with. It's just a spike. It's just a all day long. So all day long. So with directs, you want to buy in the 80-cent range. You want to sell in the dollar range. All day long, just prints money. So very consistent. And then Qterra, that was our big play from last week. Qterra, and not bad. I made a bunch of profit off of it, and then I ended up buying some more when it dipped. So right now it's down in the market, in the pre-market, but the pre-market hasn't even opened yet. So, and then ALLR is the other one too. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that. ALLR Therapeutics. Again, another one that I've bought and sold. However, I think there's a major catalyst coming up. There's rumors of a merger or a buyout. Something is going on. So this would be a great one for me to continue investing in. So hopefully I might even 10x my position on it if I can come up with the right amount of revenue today. Just depends on how much I make off of my other stocks. I might throw a lot into ALLR. Yeah. So SBFM, DRRX, and ALLR and Qterra. Although right now DRRX is at 93 cents. So as soon as that peaks a little more, of course, I'm going to sell it. So I would say that 93 cents would not be a super great entry point into direct. Not super great. But once it dips like 88, 89, that's when I start buying it. So the only problematic stock I'm holding right now is OSHA. I know it's our original stock that started the ShortSwatters group. OSHA. Ocean Biomedical. I don't know. It just seems to be pretty mediocre lately. So I'm in a $1.69 average, and it's hanging around the $1.55 mark. So we'll see what happens today or next day. Not a big deal. I'm not in for very much. So remember, I took all the money out of my investing account and left myself only with $1,000. And this is in Robinhood. $1,000 just to have some fun and see what I can do with it. So, and so far of that $1,000, let's see, up $263. So that's 26%. And it's been like 2 weeks. Up 26% after 2 weeks. I can do better than that. All right. So that concludes the stock portion of this. All right. Now I'll just list them again. Pre-market opens on Robinhood. SBFM, OSHA, Direct, DRRX, Cutera and ALLR stocks we are watching here on the sauce market. So buy and sell accordingly. Do not use what I'm saying as financial advice to buy or to not buy. Make your own decisions on those. Maybe there's some I'm saying, hey, I'm getting ready to sell, but really, maybe you see something in it that shows that they're about to skyrocket, and I'm going to miss out because I'm going to sell at a profit, but sell too soon. I don't know. What do I know? All right, 2 more topics I want to hit with this video. All right, they should really be separate videos, but I keep saying I'm going to talk about it, and then I don't talk about it. So, controversy with the Reddit ShortSwatters group. There is some controversy. So right now the group is kind of on autopilot. What's going on? And I will say what's fact, and I'll say what's speculation. But very quickly, those running it was Phasers on Stun and Rude Awakening. 2 big whales in the financial terms, and they seemed to work together really well. They had good interaction with the community, and it grew the community to over 2,000 very quickly. In fact, we were well on our way to 3,000. And I have been in Reddit ShortSwatters since day one. Like many others, I was following Rude Awakening in various other subreddits like Short Squeeze and things like that, and penny stocks, I believe. And so when he made his own Reddit, we went right over, and right away we started having fun with the plays. Now there was a really bad play. Rude's first big play in ShortSwatters was bets. So a lot of us lost a lot of money with that. But that's the game. You can't make money every single play. There's going to be bad plays. And the only reason Rude was wrong about bets was because the company itself was moving money around on its books. I don't know all the details, but they were very crooked, being very crooked with their money. So now then we had some other plays that Phasers came in with, and that's when he got introduced. I believe Phasers was one that brought us GNS, and which made us a lot of money. Maybe he was the one that did TCBP. I know Rude was in there with SMFL and others. So I don't remember who did what, but SMFL, GNS, TCBP, they all turned out to be great. Although we had scary times where for like a couple weeks there they were down, and and our squeezes were always supposed to be like a week. So, but they paid off, and they're still paying off, and so things were good. And then there was clamoring to start a Discord server. So this would be off platform. If you don't know what Discord is, although most of you do, it's a basically a chat room app. And a lot of the Reddit investment groups are having a Discord server as a parallel community. And so they were clamoring for it. And unfortunately, as soon as that Discord opened, some really weird things happened. It was SMFL became the vote of the week. And what would happen is we would vote on as early as Friday, Saturday. And then come Monday, whatever stock we voted for would be the stock that we would all individually purchase. And we would focus on. And the idea we would all buy on Monday as much as we could, and then continue buying, as long as the price was good, and just hold to have a big squeeze during the week to sell and make profit. The problem was, as soon as this happened with SMFL, as soon as we all bought Monday, that afternoon, the stock would absolutely tank, and it was bizarre. And I got banned from the Discord group. Mainly because I saw the trend, and I was pointing out to people like, hey, SMFL is not going to have this big pump today on the Monday. It's not going to be a big pump today. Do not panic and sell your shares. Well, that was too negative. And I thought, that's kind of weird, right? They would just ban me for that, because I wasn't telling people not to get into the play. I was basically telling people to not panic and dump their shares at a loss. Anyways, although I may not have come across that way. I totally concede that. Anyways, that's not the drama. But I found out later that they started banning all kinds of people from the Discord. And with ShortSwatters, there was always a problem with people going in to do these plays with us, and then they would panic. As soon as it would go down, they would panic and they would sell at a loss, which helps those shorting the stock, not those squeezing the stock. So that happened with SMFL. And then it was just weeks of drama and of is it going to go up? Oh, it's going down more. Oh, now it's coming up a little. And like, what's going on? It's like there was some weird manipulation going on. That's going to be the theme for what I'm talking about here. And then what happened was, most of us sold SMFL at a profit, no problem, eventually. But we had other plays since then. We had GNS. Again, we bought in on Monday, and by Monday it had crashed. Maybe Tuesday on that one, but it had crashed, absolutely crashed, and struggled and fought to come back up. TCBP was another one. Although I believe TCBP was before the Discord. TCBP, a Scottish biopharmaceutical company, they were one that literally, like, they were getting shorted so bad. It took a lot of work to get them back up. Not on my part. I'm not big money. But they're just, as soon as the Discord was introduced, there was a real trend of these stocks being voted on ahead of time. And then Monday we would all buy in and they would crash. Now you think a couple thousand people, and with Rude and Phasers and others having as much money as they do, they're obviously millionaires. And they were, as much as they would have been buying, right, it would not have caused a crash, right? Even if it doesn't skyrocket the price that day, it would have been a significant amount of shares, of volume, really. So something strange was going on. And Phasers took a little hiatus for family issues, he said. Understandable. And when he came back to the community, he said that he wanted to start putting things back together because there was a growing discontent between the Discord and the Reddit, mainly because so many of us who are daily active Redditors on ShortSwatters were banned from the Discord group. So every day we're posting and interacting on Reddit while not knowing what's going on in the Discord group. So that created quite a divide between the two groups. A lot of people were both. And strangely enough, Phasers, when he came back, he said he wanted to start putting things back together. He severed ties with the Discord group. So they had separated, gone their separate ways. And it was strange that almost overnight, like the Discord mods and the Reddit mods, which Reddit mods were just Phasers and Rude. I mean, there's another guy, Konsk, but I can't get a hold of him. And, he's just a guy that helps moderate the Reddit. He's not like a big decision maker or anything like that. He just cleans up the comments and stuff like that, which is great. Appreciate him or her. But it was just strange that it happened so quickly, and like everyone apparently agreed to this, and we were happy about it, to be honest. Discord had been just a bunch of drama. Now, basically, phasers then, well, other things happened too, but like one person, the crazy interview guy, and he's the one, by the way, that gave us ALLR, and actually every single stock tip he gave us hit. Really, he should be a ShortSwatter moderator, but we'll get into that in a minute. So, crazy interview was over in the Discord, and he was showing that one of the Discord mods, who I wasn't familiar with, was talking about one of our big plays we were doing, and how they were selling. They were selling their whole position, which they have every right to do. But as a moderator of a group that's supposed to be holding the stock, posting publicly that, like, hey, I'm dumping this position. And then you could actually see in the market where they dumped, and everyone else, or people that wanted to follow that example, also dumped. You could see a major dip, and it was just sad. We were on our way to the moon. So I believe that was SBFM. I believe that was SBFM. Well, anyway, so that was a major point of contention. Then Phasers came back and was able to negotiate a severing of ties right after that with the Discord group. And then something happened. Apparently Phasers was being harassed or something, because Phasers came into the Reddit and announced to everyone that he has screenshots of the Discord group moderators privately contacting him, telling them that what they're doing is a pump and dump scheme. That basically they were using Discord to coordinate getting Discord people and Reddit people to buy the stock on Monday. And then Monday afternoon, the mods of Discord were selling their huge positions. I assume these are millionaires. Selling their huge positions, and it was causing a significant dip. And of course, once the dip hits, all the little guys who kept setting stop losses, which you should not do at short squeeze. All right, not financial advice, but if your point is to hold when it dips, don't set a stop loss. So it dipped. So them selling would have caused a big enough dip, even if it was a tiny one, to trigger thousands of stop losses from not just short squeeze, but not just ShortSwatters, but from all kinds of people out there that wouldn't even know who we were. And of course, that's a chain reaction, right? And Phasers was sickened by this. He was sickened by the fact that he was being invited into basically a pump and dump scheme. These mods in Discord were getting the Redditors and the Discorders to buy a stock that they were going to dump that same day instead of holding to let it squeeze during the week. Hey, there's pump and dump groups out there, and it's perfectly ethical. The problem is that that's not what this group or groups was about. It was about making sure no one's a bag holder. We all buy in, it squeezes, and we sell on the way up, right? Sell a little on the way up. So we all make our money. Some will make more money than others, but that's just market timing. But that's not what they were doing. They were basically taking all the profit and creating back holders. And we looked back when Phaser said this. We're like, oh my gosh, like this literally has happened now 4 times. 4 different stocks. That's exactly what happened. So, I mean, it matched up. So that was disturbing. Shortly after, Phaser said he didn't want to create a bunch of drama, but he wanted it out there for people that were in the know. And he was going to delete the post after 24 hours or 8 hours or something. And he did. And then shortly after that, even though he's a moderator of ShortSwatters, he left the group. Or Rude kicked him out, because I believe Rude basically has administrative power to kick out mods. and some other stuff came to light that Rude Awakening himself allegedly goes by Gulchan on Discord. And although Rude publicly said that sort of market manipulation, the pump and dump scheme that Phasers talked about was not happening, he said it on Discord. He didn't tell us on Reddit. He hasn't been on Reddit at all, at least not under that username. And it's honestly, it looks like what it is. It looks like he was one of them that was doing this. At first, we thought maybe Rude wasn't big on Discord, but no, he's on Discord under a different name, and he's not doing anything on Reddit anymore. So now, ShortSwatters is run by the Reddit group is run by Konsk as a moderator and Rude as the admin. And Rude's not on Reddit, and Konsk is not responding to emails. So the group's running on autopilot. We all kind of know it, and there's no direction. There's no weekly vote. So it sounds like they're just off doing their Discord thing, and probably just pump and dumping those people in Discord. So, yeah. At some point, they definitely decided to cut their losses because they're not actively promoting the Discord group. They weren't. They stopped that like pretty quick. Like they don't want more people in it, as far as I could tell. So, and that's probably because a lot of the people are doing stop lossing and which is fights against the squeeze. But yeah, I don't know. I hope Rude was not involved in that. Rude claims he is not. I don't have information to say that he is, but I hope not. But it seems like Rude, it doesn't matter because Rude is not doing anything on Reddit anymore. So Phasers targeting range has opened up. Phasers targeting range on Reddit. So that seems to be where Phasers has ended up. And he is dropping financial picks over there. So I'm not sure what the future is. There's a bunch of us still get on ShortSwatters every day and talk and chat, but I don't know what's going to happen after I drop this video. So hopefully we can steer some people over to Phasers. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, right, we could all just kind of go back to hanging out in Short Squeeze, I guess. So it's just too bad because you got to look at the early days, other than bets, which was horrible. But look at TCBP and GNS and SMFL, right? Those were early on, I got some good memories with those, Rude would be in Reddit, and I mean, sure, the whole Discord thing is when things really started getting weird and feeling like something was wrong. But, early on, those first few plays, they were a lot of fun, and we were really building a pretty good community. So that's the reason why I started this YouTube channel. So anyways, there's the controversy. I think tomorrow or the next day, maybe Friday, I'll make a video on GME GameStop. Not today. Thanks, everyone. Good luck out there.